odds if you feel like it, but there was like an Ilmo CS, or sorry, we played the challenge or commander challenge and things like that. And there was just a ton of dead time, a ton of dead air. It just doesn't seem like something I want to post on YouTube. Therefore, we're going to try this and test. This is testing for the Ilmo CS tomorrow. This hand seems reasonable. This is not very good, but there's like a million mana. Whatever. Assume we just keep every hand with like a million mana, right? Well, we don't want that. Opponent's mulligan to 5. Oh, alrighty. Okay. Yep. This is practice for tomorrow. Sweet, we drew a second Prismatic Omen. That's the card that we've always wanted, boys and girls. Let's see what our opponent's playing still. I guess we won't fin our deck on this draw step. Don't think there was any reason to, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me play my land. I hate opponents that just like sit here. Oh, we'll just chill here in our draw step. Shakira Tribe Elders. You are our favorite Tribe Elders. Hey, main face time. I was thinking that this would take less time than Blue-White Approach. Alright, well, we have to hit an untap land to feel happy. The opponent tapping 4 mana Avalanche Rider. Great. That's exactly what we wanted to play versus. He probably has ways to bounce it and flicker it and stuff. It's probably worth sacking at least one of these because we could draw. I don't know, is Wood Elf even in our deck? Yeah, we have a Wood Elf in our deck. So sacking one of those is probably at least reasonable. I don't think I'm supposed to summon for Elf or anything. Maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to cast a Prismatic Omen there. In fact, this is probably extremely dumb of me for not playing that Prismatic Omen there. Alright, well, we don't care about Kitchen Finks. Why didn't I play the Prismatic Omen? Thank you for the host, Mr. Total. Not playing the Prismatic Omen was not the best thing I've did in my life. And I didn't sack the Tribe Elder. Wow. Alright. Well, at least it doesn't matter, I don't think. We weren't going to hit the land anyway. Yep, playing very badly. Playing very, very badly. None of it mattered. I think we have Anger to Gods in our main deck, don't we? No, we don't. I will block you. I will sacrifice you. I will go get you. And I will. Guess I'll deal damage to you. Why, yes. Have a kill? No. I don't have a kill. Wait, we do have a kill. Just get two more or just two more of those things, right? Just go get two more Valakuts, and because of Prismatic Omen, we can do 18 to him. Sure. We'll learn how our deck works, I promise. Alright. Sure. Why, yes. Mountain. Damage to him. I'm just going to go ahead and press F6. Yes. Yes. We grab this Valakut and this Valakut. Okay. Opponent gave up. Prismatic Omen lets you do some stupid things. Yeah, it does. Prismatic Omen into Prime Time lets you do some stupid things. Alright, we don't know what our opponent's actually playing, but there's absolutely no way that Anger to the Gods isn't good versus him. Could him bring in some cards like this in case they have Leyline, I guess? And we just bring in the one Reclamation Sage in case they have Leyline. Then we take out the Hour of Promises, I believe. Maybe I just don't like Hour of Promise enough. The Omen kill was pretty sweet. Yeah, this hand seems reasonable as well. Our opponent mulliganed yet again. I don't like the Hour of Promise in this deck. I feel like I should be cutting the Hour of Promise for basically 3 random red and or green modern cards at random. Like how I said, 3 at random. Yeah, I stowed. I can't pronounce his name, but Batuinfa? Carlos Alexandre? I don't know. We picked we're playing their deck because, you know, that guy's great. I need to find some place where I can watch the Conor McGregor fight tonight on the side of 3. Oh, is that a good draw? Versus his little weird deck? I shouldn't say his little weird deck. I mean, it's a fine deck. That was wrong with me. I shouldn't have said that. I meant versus his little deck full of like little tiny creatures that Anger is good versus. One second, guys. Somebody asked me to link to our stream, and I want to tell them. Sorry, guys. It'll take one moment here. Well, I guess I can play my turn while we're figuring this out. It's not like my turn's particularly hard. I guess we'll play that one then. Sorry, I'm getting a link for somebody to the chat. Copy. Paste. Let's read what owed. See what owed. And give me another view. Nice, man. Appreciate it. Wait. There we go. Nice, nice. So our hand's reasonable. We kind of just hope he plays some kind of like duder here and gets angered. This evolution stuff is getting on my nerves. Our opponent needs to just stop it. Opponent's down to one card. I guess we won't fin our deck then. Grab this, get us a forest, play this and this, get us a tribe elder. And we can play a primeval titan next turn. So we butchered game one real bad. I think Chase is going to come watch us. Chase was interested in seeing the deck, so he's who I was giving the link to. Oh, well, okay. Opponent's done with this game, but opponent mulligan to very low life or very low card totals. We'll pop up this. Again, if you're into chat, exclamation mark deck list. If you're into Twitch, you can look down below to find a link to my Twitter. On my Twitter, you'll see every deck list I play every time I go live. And you also see a link to my YouTube. And if you're on my YouTube, in the description of every video is the deck list we're currently playing. And a link to both the Twitter and the Twitch. Alright. Need to try to remember to say that after every game. It's my nice little advertisement. Yeah, I do kind of like these boats. They're pretty nice. Sean's Wooded Foothill? Chase's Wooded Foothill. This deck's pretty strong, but the main reason I'm trying to play this deck is I don't know if this deck's the strongest deck in the format or anything, but I know I am a novice at Modern and feel like this is the deck that will punish me the least for making mistakes. We have no green mana, so I'm going to ship it. If we even had one green mana, we would have kept that last hand. I guess I'm going to keep this hand. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm not going to keep that. I probably shouldn't keep this hand. This hand feels like it was too loose of a keep. Battlefield Forge. That's probably not a good sign. Yeah, that's probably not a good sign, friends. I have to imagine any deck that's playing cards like that is probably some kind of either combo deck. Message me when not in a match. No, man, don't. I'm not worried about the arts. I was just making a joke. I'm not worried about the arts at all. I was making a joke. It was a joke. We said haha. Well, that attacks pretty quickly. Alright. I do like the fact that our Primeval Titan, in conjunction with the Prismatic Omen, does stuff. We better read this one. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, if this is untapped, that creature's controller creates a 1/1. Okay, sure. But it doesn't make the champion of wits any stronger. Not making the champion of wits any stronger is what we cared the most about. Oh, I guess I actually have to tap to green. I forgot about that. We'll just grab, sure, one of these at random. That was wrong. I probably should have got a forest. Oh no, that's fine. I guess it doesn't matter. Legion Loyalist, which is going to put a Genesis dude in play. Hey, Dumbo. So we're going to untap, play a land, deal 3 damage, cast a Primeval Titan, deal 18 damage. So because of Prismatic Omen, we're going to win again ahead of schedule. Or we can win way ahead of schedule. So if I use this card, we deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, whatever. Guess we'll tap all our mana, but need to see how this spell resolves on Moto. And I know the Primeval Titan's lethal as well, but sacrifice any number of lands and then go get them. I think it's just going to let me click the lands and then press OK. Yeah, it's just going to click them and highlight them and let me press OK. Okay. So that's what I needed to know. So I can't really mess that up. And then Valakut, 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 Forest, Forest, Cinderglade, I guess? It doesn't really matter what I'm getting. It's just a million triggers going on the stack. Pick him. Can I click same target on them all, or do I have to click him each time? Okay, I have to click him each time. Sup, Dumbo? How you been doing today, bub? Golfing a lot? Didn't there used to be a thing where you could just press same targets or whatever, but... I don't know, just in case he's got, like, Angel's Grace or something, I guess. Always yes to triggered ability. We said always yes to triggered ability. F6. Always yes to triggered ability? Whatever. Okay, he's conceding. That's why we can't do it. Alright. Well, that seemed reasonable. Just woke up sleepy. Man, I want to go to sleep. I was not feeling the stream. We've already streamed once today, but the video was so bad. Not our wins and loss. We did fine. We went 3-2 in the standard league. We went 3-3 in the Commander Challenge to get our money back, and then we went 1-1 in the Commander Friendly League, and ended up being 4-1 in it. So like we did a reasonable amount of winning. We went like 10-6, which isn't terrible, but the problem was there was so much downtime during the challenge that I didn't think it was worth. Just didn't think it was worth it. I'm cutting Hours of Promise again because I don't like that card. I'm going to cut that card a lot until people convince me that that card's good. I'm going to cut that card so often it probably shouldn't be in my deck. I wonder if Ricky or any of them have saw a sideboard guide for this deck. I think this hand's a keep. We have a lightning bolt to stop a champion from Parish from going crazy. Alright, well, that's fine. We left, we brought in the Reclamation Sage because of that card. There's the champion of Parish. Go ahead and grab this one. Suspend this one. Yeah, I'm probably going to bring in a Reclamation Sage blindly versus most opponents, just in case. attendant. Another attendant. Opponent has a good start, but he's down to 2 cards in hand. Hopefully we'll draw an anger at some point. Counter off our search. Ooh, that was a good draw. And get that off the field before it's too late. Before it's too late to apologize. I think that's what they say in the funny books. If any of you hate me as badly as I hate myself for just saying that, feel free to speak up. I kind of hate me for it. So this goes on the stack, cast it. I guess we'll grab a mountain. We already have green. There's a Farseek. Guess we'll use it as well. Go get this thing. Play this thing. Sacrifice this thing. Go get this thing and play this thing. Well, we can cast Primeval Titan. If we cast Primeval Titan, we probably need to play around like a Blood Moon effect. In fact, I should have probably just got 2 Force already to play around a Blood Moon effect. Yeah, probably should have got Force. But he didn't attack, which is odd to me. Anyway. Okay. So we go get Primetime. Play Primetime. Get a Valakut in a mountain, or a Valakut in a forest, probably. Why, yes, we'll use this ability. Get a forest and a Valakut. So now, even if he has a Path to Exile, we can kill one of his little dudes. Which isn't nothing, I guess. What does our opponent have? Yeah, a Mentor. That's a good card. The opponent has no attack here. Yes, we will pay for you. That's convenient. Oh, that's poor timing on that one. Attack with this dude. Always yield to his trigger. Go get us a nice little Valakut and a nice little mountain. Kill this thing. Kill this thing. Yes. Yes. Might as well play this thing. Go ahead and grab that thing. And then next turn we should be able to Summoner's Pact for a... Next turn, in theory, we can Summoner's Pact for a Reclamation Sage and go all sorts of off. I don't think we were lethal this turn in any other way, but maybe I did bad math or something, who knows. Yeah, I guess there's some chance we were lethal this turn. Alright, so we're going to Summoner's Pact. Go grab our Reclamation Sage. Reclamation Sage in. I'm going to play it. I'm going to kill that. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Why, yes. I'm gonna go get 2 more Valakuts. Okay, opponent's conceded. Alright, well, next match. Really not liking these Hours of Promises. They seem like they do nothing. These matches go a lot faster than our blue-white approach, don't they? Well, that seems kind of short, but I guess I'll go ahead and spill it out. If you're in the chat, ! Deck list. If you're in a Twitter channel, you can look down below. Sorry, the Twitch channel. You can look down below for a link to the Twitter. On the Twitter, you'll see every deck list I play every time I go live, and a link to the YouTube. If you're watching from the YouTube channel, all of the links to Twitter, the Twitch, and the deck lists are in all of the descriptions. Also, if you're watching on either of the medium, let me know if there's anything you would change or you would like me to add. I am open for suggestions. Did the match start and let's not see it? Nope. Thank you, Jose Gardio, and I apologize if I butchered your name. I'm a dumb redneck. So what have you been into tonight, James? So we got there in time for the next match. Playing versus an opponent who is 1-0. We won the dice roll. I mean, I guess this hand's a keep, right? This hand looks like it does nothing, but can you really mulligan hands like this with this deck? This deck's a 27 land deck with like 4, 8, 10, 14, 15 mana sources, so it's kind of like a 42 land deck. I think you have to just be willing to keep lots of lands. This hand looks like it does nothing, but I think you just have to be willing to keep a million lands. And maybe I'm wrong about that. Like, even if we mulligan that hand and we're playing versus a black deck and we get like one relevant spell, it's just too easy for them to have a Falsies or something, right? This hand's obviously too slow versus anything combo-y, but I think we lose the most combo decks anyway. Because my cat's lazy AF. I approve of your cat. Your cat's good people. Your cat's good people. Meow meow. Your cat is not a regal caracal, that's for sure. Oh god! Our opponent's killing our lands. Stop it, opponent! Yeah, I went out for a little walk earlier. I guess we'll just get basic lands then. Let's rediscard. Oh, I guess basic lands don't help. They don't hurt either. Alright, well, we're ready to go. I remember that game. I've never played that game and I always wanted to buy it. I always wanted to try that game. Well, we're running out of turns to hit good things. And by running out of turns, I mean we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're drawing our 8th land. So we can do 36 damage if we draw a... if we draw a Scapeshift, I think it's 36 damage. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, well, we're technically not dead. They're bound to have like a lightning bolt or something, though, so. The odds of us surviving this turn are pretty low. Alright, well, if that's all they're doing, it's probably pretty high. So, Scapeshift or we lose? Scapeshift or we lose, right? Miscutter Hydra. Alright, Scapeshift or we lose. It's kind of nice that we actually have an out, though. So, Pact for Primeval Titan doesn't do anything, does it? We get 4 triggers. Yeah, 4 triggers doesn't do anything, does it? It's not even 4 triggers, it's 2 triggers. Yeah, I don't think the pack does anything. I think it's a turn too slow. Alright. Well, opponent wins. Not sure what I'm supposed to sideboard versus him. That card doesn't seem good. That card doesn't seem good. Those don't seem good. That doesn't seem good. That doesn't seem good. Maybe some number of these cards. I think versus Birds of Paradise decks on average, I think I want Anger of the Gods. Let's try this. That land destruction spell, I think anything that's got 1 mana land producers that just on average we're going to be bringing in the Angers. I don't think I want the Beast or anything, but maybe I do. Maybe the Beast is needed. Maybe the Beast gets loose. The Beast Within. It does things. He showed us a Frag Tusk. Like, I don't really care about a Frag Tusk, so what do I know? This hand seems fine. We'll keep. Alright, we'll play a pretty wooded foothill and pass turn. I'm on my cell phone, Sean, so that might be why that link doesn't work. Hopefully this is just some kind of bird. Hopefully this is a Birds of Paradise and not a Utopia straw. We'll go ahead and grab this one. Yes. Go ahead and lightning bolt that one. Pop, pop. Play that one. I think it's better to play that than an Omen on this turn, because this gives us a chance to play any of our 2-drops and an Omen on the next turn. 4-5 Tarmogoyf already. Well, that's gas. That's going to do some damage, folks. I have a Scapeshift in hand, though, so hopefully he doesn't have a land destruction spell. Alright, well, we're technically lethal next turn. We wouldn't beat an Ancient Grudge, or sorry, we wouldn't beat like a Nature's Claim or whatever, so. Well, you have to have 6, but yeah, it would. You have to have 6 different things. But okay, so we win here. Don't even have to pay to life. I guess I was lethal last turn, maybe. No, it wasn't. Never mind, I wasn't lethal last turn. He stepped out, so. So we'll grab Valakut, 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 Forest, Forest Mountain. And every trigger goes straight to his head. You could press F6 and save us all some time, because we're obviously neither of us is going to time out in a spot like this. But then again, I was a jerk and went and got 45 Valakut, so. There's a bunch of triggers, though. We got there, folks. Always yes. Yes. Oh, do I want to redirect? I'm going to click yes, just so I'll have less prompts. Always yes. Always yes. That should be everything. Why is it not letting me F6? Oh, because I had 4 of them. Yeah, it'll work now. yeah, we're gonna have to not do that next time. I like how I killed the Valakut, or I killed the Domri raid with the first 2 just so I wouldn't have to keep clicking an additional yes. Or keep clicking an additional button and saying no, rather. Yeah, well, I'm just going to run it back. I don't really want to change anything. Killing a Domri that means nothing's just so we can press less buttons. Let's look at this hand. What do we got going on here? We have at least one land search. This land has to be a keep. We even have a way to kill a Birds of Paradise, which has to be good versus him. Grab a Stomping Ground. Yes. Lightning Bolt. There's 27 lands in the deck, so us hitting more lands is pretty likely as well. Utopia Straw, short. Tarmogoyf's a 3/4, so that kills pretty quickly. Go ahead and grab a Force in this spot. And I guess we'll play the one that can block. We really needed to draw a land that turn so we could also play the search for tomorrow. We might be a little bit slow to win now. Might be a little bit slow to win now. Yep, I think we're going to be a turn off. Just the one. And sack this thing, go grab us a mountain, press F6. Well, that wasn't good. Alright, well, we'll play the things that gives us a blocker. And I guess we'll go ahead and suspend that. We'll have to try to live 2 turns here. Living 2 turns isn't going to be easy. We're at an effective 9 and he's attacking for a decent amount of damage, and any land destruction's pretty brutal versus us. I kind of think we will win if we get to Hour of Promise next turn. I kind of think we'll lose if we don't. But then again, we did miss a land drop in our 27 land deck, which is, as I said, absolutely brutal. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. So we just lose when he plays that, right? I didn't bring any enchantment destruction in, so I just can't beat that card. So we are dead on board, friends. We're just dead on board. I have no out. Well, I guess my out is drawing a bunch of Primeval Titans. Just drawing just a bunch of Primeval Titans. Well, that wasn't a Primeval Titan. So you just cast Blood Moon next turn and we die, right? And there's literally nothing I can do about it. Nope, literally nothing I can do about it. Alright, well, lesson learned. we were in fact one turn too slow, like I thought. I speculated that we'd be one turn too slow, and we were. That Hour of Promise would have been a... If I sideboarded out, it would have been a Rex Sage. So, realistically speaking... it wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. We would have had... So last turn we would have explored and Farseeked, and if we hit a land, this turn we would have had to top deck another land. I don't know. I don't think we would have won. So Farseek would have got us one of these lands. If we explored and got lucky and hit the other one of these lands, we could have still had 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands in play, which is just 18 damage. So, if we top decked the land, we would have won. Oh no, we had to search for tomorrow. So yeah, if this Hour of Promise was a Rex Sage, we would have won. But as it stands, I have no out in the deck. Alright. Always bring in the Rex Sage. Maybe the Rex Sage should just be main deck. Maybe the Rex Sage should just be main deck. I feel like I learned from that match, though. It's just blindly bringing Rex Sage versus every single opponent. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Anyway, if you're into Twitch, look in the link below for a link to my Twitter to see all the deck lists I play and every time I go live. And a link to my YouTube. And if you're on the YouTube, look in the video descriptions for the links to the Twitter, the Twitch, and all deck lists. Also, if you're into chat, you can just type exclamation deck list at any point to see the deck list we're playing. Yeah, that Rex Sage is probably going to come in a lot. Modern events go by pretty fast. We're like basically at an hour, and I've played pretty slow. This hand seems fine. Doesn't seem like any great hand that we're going to write home about, but again, I just don't think you can mulligan these weird land draws. Lightning Bolt for Daddy? That's not a Lightning Bolt. That's not a Lightning Bolt for Daddy at all. Another random Wall of Omens player? Is this our round 1 opponent? Nope. So is this Eldritch Evolution stuff popular now? I wouldn't have guessed that was popular. But what's O'Ray know? O'Ray don't know nothing about nothing. Hey, here at Ray's home, this is in fact, here at Ray's home, we play whatever we can borrow, and we're quite happy to play anything we can borrow. So I think we win in 2 turns if we're not dead by then. I'm guessing our opponent has a Restoration Angel then, and there's a very good chance we could just be dead. Could have counter spells in his deck as well. Which means we'll have to play pretty cautious with this Scapeshift. In fact, we might not even go for it. It's not free info if I just keep track of which one they've saw. I guess technically it's free info. Like if I draw one game and I draw the other the next game. Alright, what do you got for us, opponent, since you wanted a land that time? Revlark, are we dead? I don't know. I don't know what our opponent's deck does. I have no idea whether we're dead. We're probably dead? That card's almost enough. So we'll win next turn if we don't dive this turn, I guess. Should have played the Wooded Foothills and got a mountain. Yeah, whatever. I was going to grab 2 mountains. When this leaves the battlefield, get 2 creatures or less from our graveyard. Well, sir, you don't have any of those. I don't care about the birds, he already has 1,000,000 life. I think he needs something pretty good to beat the Prismatic Omen and the Scapeshift next turn. And we may not even go for that play. Depends a lot on what he does. I'm guessing we're not dead. Oh yeah, we're certainly not dead. We're about as least dead as someone can be dead. Let's just show him that. And that. To the head. Always yes. Eh. Guess we just sacrifice a bunch of mountains then. Alright, sweet, opponent conceded. So we've got paired versus 4 little like dirtly Birds of Paradise decks in a row. Alright, well this Rex Sage is coming in every match from now until the end of time. In fact, I would rather have this Rex Sage in the main deck than this Wood Elf. To the end of time. Yeah, so we're currently 2-1 and up a game, and the one game we lost we could have won. A lot of people play the 1-0 Wood Elf. Some people play like a Frag Tusk in that spot. I've saw a Pia in that spot. I don't really like the Wood Elf. I'm sure there's enough cases to where it comes up that I'll need it, but I feel like I just want the Reclamation Sage. I don't like these hours at all. Even though hours was good that particular game, I still don't like the hours at all. I feel like this is a keep as well. I don't know. We've got double Primeval Titan and Scapeshift. Maybe it's not a keep. Maybe I'm overvaluing the Lightning Bolt versus the random 3-color deck that has mana producers. Yeah, I'm probably overvaluing it. Get on out of here. Alright, this hand seems a lot better to me. Yeah, we don't want that one, I guess. Well, we got our prime time back. I guess I get a forest with the first prime Shakira Tribe Elder. So on the tap a wall, fine. We'll go get us a little stomping forest. A little stomping forest, friends. Well, we drew our second Primeval Titan back. Maybe we're supposed to, maybe this is where we go Summoner's Pact and find us that sweet, sweet wood elf. Leave Summoner's Pact next turn and find a wood elf. That's probably not good enough. Think I'd rather draw a random card than a wood elf? What do you have, sir opponent? How will you deal damage to Ray today? 4 mana? Kitchen Finks. Alright, you got me. I guess we'll grab another forest. Screw you, Kitchen Finks. There's enough infinite life combos that I think it's worth just going after the Kitchen Finks just in case. Like, he wasn't playing anything particularly fast anyway, so maybe that wasn't worth it. I don't know. Not good enough. Does Wood Elf put it directly into play, or does it put it into play tapped? It does not put it into play tapped. So we could technically Summoner's Pact for a Wood Elf, played a Wood Elf and a Prismatic Omen? I mean, why would I want to do that? I don't know. Seems fine. Getting a land seems like it matters. Getting a Tribe Elder just seems better, though, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know why I want the Wood Elf again. So Resto Angel, probably? It's gotta have something, right? Yeah, that's a Resto Angel. Do 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 do. Resto poo poo. Stop hurting me. For a 27 land deck, we've already missed a lot of land drops. Sure. Let's go sack this thing and go looking for something. I'm gonna grab a forest in case we hit a scape shift. Not escape shift, a search for tomorrow. I think that's more important than hitting a lightning bolt here. Alright, whatever. It's another mountain. If our opponent doesn't have an enchantment destruction, that's more than enough damage to kill him. It's probably safer just to go get the Primeval, or use the Primeval Titan though and get 2 triggers. Has to be safer just to do the Primeval Titan and get 2 triggers, right? Be 4 triggers, so we get 2 trigger per elf, or 2 per thing. So he really needs to be able to kill this Prismatic Omen. Or he could have like a Unified Will or something. Sure. Just gonna go get 2 more Valakuts. And that's more than enough damage to kill him. Valakut. Valakut. If you got me, friend. If he kills the Prismatic Omen, it's too late, right? Because this is already on the stack. Is that how that works? Whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, if you control at least 5 other mountains. Yeah, I think it's too late. I think it's already on the stack. I don't know. Anyway, we're 3-1. Pop up the deck list here. Top exclamation mark deck list. If you're interested in the deck list. If you're not interested in the deck list, well, fine, be that way. You can also see the deck list on the screen. If you're in the Twitch chat, down below there's a link to the Twitter. On the Twitter, every deck list I plays, every deck list I plays there, every time I go live's there. Random musings and stuff's there too, like it's a personal Twitter account, not just a Twitter account for the stream. And there's also a link to the YouTube there. And if you're on the YouTube, everything is in the description below. Deck list, Twitter, and Twitch. Go ahead and play here. 3-1 versus the old 3-1. Modern goes a lot faster than playing blue-white approach. Alright, well, we certainly can't keep that in our 27 land deck. I believe we keep this. This hand seems like a reasonable keep. Do we want a 4th land? 1, 2... Yeah, I guess we want it. Opponent could be playing a lot of things, but there's no reason for us to take 2 from the Stomping Ground. I feel like this is a pretty favorable match for us. Anything that's playing random black land if it's not a combo. Random green black land if it's not a combo deck, that is. But I've been surprised before. You could just have like a discard spell, and I would be sad. Well, that discard spell does not make us sad. That discard spell makes us feel pretty fortunate that our opponent didn't draw their land a turn earlier. I guess we actually have to get the mountains in this match because he has Abrupt Decays and the whatnot. That was a mistake. I should have played the Stomping Ground on that turn. Yeah, I should have played the Stomping Ground on that turn. Well, if he taps out, we're lethal next turn. That's fun. I rephrase. If he taps out and doesn't kill the Prismatic Omen, or, and I'm putting quotation marks up, lethal next turn. Hey, yeah. All the lethal. Oh, yeah. Cast the Lingering Souls. You know you want to. No Lingering Souls? Oh, that's rude. That's rude AF, fam. I don't even know if we're supposed to go for it. I feel like we're not supposed to. I feel like we have too many good draws. And he could just too easily have an Abrupt Decay. And it like counterspells our entire Scapeshift. Pulse of Marasa. To go to 25, sure. Not the card we expected. Also not really the card we cared about. Well, that's a Scavenging Ooze. Guess we'll kill this thing. I think I'm just gonna Summoner's Pact and play a Primeval Titan. Like, if he doesn't have it, this is plenty enough to win. Without casting the other spell. Sure. Yes. We get Valakut and Valakut here, which is 4 triggers to his head. Okay. And then we have the Windswept Heath, which gets... Well, not 4 now. Alright, well, we didn't kill him. If he has a way to shut off of our lands, I don't know. We can do 6 damage to him as an instant with the Windswept Heath. And he did have the Primeval Titan, he did have the Abrupt Decay, so it was right for us not to go all in on the Scapeshift. Alright, well, we don't care a whole lot about that. What, the previous game? What question? Oh, yeah. Fair. That did in fact answer that question. You are correct. So he can make us discard now. He goes up to 14. Not going to thin our deck here. We're just going to pay for our pact. Alright, so if we draw anything that finds a mountain, we are beyond lethal. He doesn't really have any interaction, so the only thing we can draw in our decks right now that don't really win is 1 Prismatic Omen, 2 Lightning Bolts. I believe that's the only thing in our entire deck that doesn't win, right? Those win, those win, those win. That wins, those win. Sorry that I'm looking at this stuff, but you guys don't care. Explorers don't win, but like we get another draw step. Yeah, The only things in our deck that don't win is 1 forest, 2 lightning bolts. I'm learning this deck, so I apologize when I go look at something like that. I know somebody on my comments said that that I shouldn't count the outs, but I'm playing a deck that I don't know the outs, right? So I need to know for in tighter situations to help me make better plays. But yeah, I thought that was right on that top spot. Alright, so they're not going to have blood moons. They could have ley lines. They could have Witchbane Orb. I just don't think they would have things like that. They could have Lingering Souls. They could have Tarmogoyfs, so maybe the relics are okay. Maybe they're not. Obstinate Baloth seems pretty good versus Liliana. Alright, we'll get rid of these hours. We're not going to bring anything to shut off the or to stop the Valakuts. I just want to go ahead and deal damage to him, but yeah, pretty much so I could F6. I want to lock up the damage, and I want it to F6. It's kind of an interesting hand that we have. Let's see how badly he rips it apart. I don't like the side. I don't like the hours. Maybe they don't deserve to be in the side or in the deck. But like I said, this is a Carlos Alexandre deck. I believe it's pronounced like that. But the Batuinfa, and he is so ridiculously good at Magic that I choose to blindly follow him, maybe even when I shouldn't. I mean, that guy is so good at Magic, and he got in the top 30th in his. He got in the top 30s in his his Grand Prix, and then he 7-0'd the challenge last week. Man, if they could bring back block constructed and dailies on Moto, I wouldn't even. I like the leagues more than dailies after many years of playing them, or many example. I wish the value was a little bit better, but I like every other part of a league more. They just need to up the value a little bit, though. But yeah, block, I would kill for block. Block is so fun to play. Runed Halo. Alright, so Valakut can't kill him, but it can still kill all of his creatures. And again, we should be bringing the Reclamation Sages in every match. And this is another example why. Go ahead and play the Explorer. Play 1 land. Play 2 land. Sacrifice this land. Go get this land. No. And then play you, and you, and you. Yeah, we should just be bringing in. We should be bringing in the Reclamation Sage blind versus everybody, it seems like. Yeah, well, that card doesn't work here. I'm going to go ahead and use this spell. If he doesn't have very many good answers to the path, I guess that would be good for it. Or to the Titan, that's fine for us. I feel like we draw Titans pretty frequently now. Oh, that's just 5? I have to play the land first? Sure. We'll just go ahead and not deal damage. Go ahead and tap that for mana, I guess. Okay. Yes, we'll go grab Mountain. And no, and no. How sweet would it be if Valakut had to kill me? Like, if I had to kill myself with Valakut, how sweet would that be? If he plays a second Runed Halo, we just lose. Alright, well, Liliana's good. Alright, well, we have to bring answers in to kill these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go ahead and exile this and see if we find a creature of some kind. Go ahead and grab this thing. No, can't redirect. Whee! I wish I could just click. No. Alright, so we're in pretty bad shape now. Now he can kill the next Primeval Titan. So we have to draw like a lightning bolt to kill the Liliana. Our opponent missed land drop 2 and we got browned this bad, by the way. Well, we don't really have that many outs here. He discarded a Tarmogoyf? Well, that's a Siege Rhino. Yep. So we're bad shape. Bad shape. Yeah, rolling the blue chest is pretty nice. We do have outs here. We can draw like a lightning bolt and just kill the Liliana. Hey, Bay. All the outs that we'll ever need, providing our opponent doesn't draw very well. Pretty entertained by that one. Alright, well, I guess we'll try to kill that because our opponent's being a prick. Why, yes. Liliana, please? Maelstrom Pulse. Sure. Alright, well, we found a way to kill Liliana. Hey, yeah. Alright. Step 1 complete. Now all we need to do is draw infinite more Primeval Titans. I mean, if he did, he did. We're actually running out of mountains in our deck, so I'm thinking about letting him block. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 basic mountains, 3 Cinder Glades, 3 Stomping Grounds. Okay, we have enough more mountains. He's not blocking this turn. I have decided. So 3 mountains is the only way that we can deal damage to things now. I mean, he would have did that anyway, right? He would have played this creature post-combat and then made this mill? Alright. Well, the Lingering Souls isn't good for us. We need to draw those Primeval Titans now. We're technically ahead in the race, but he can do a lot of blocking. And his cards on average are better than our cards on average from here. Feel like if he didn't play the card out of his hand and he didn't leave back a blocker, that this thing's probably dying. Alright, well that thing didn't die. I was surprised. Kill one of those? Sure. That's fair. I see what you're saying. We were pretty low life total at that point, though. We were at 11, I guess, but we were going back to 15. So we still really just need to draw a Primeval Titan here. If he draws like another Lingering Souls, we probably can't win. Oh, well there's a big 5/6. I wonder if it's worth trading this into that. It about has to be, right? Because we need a Primeval Titan either way. This just gives us more turns? When we draw a Primeval Titan, we get to kill whatever's on the board without taking that big hit of damage. But we didn't have to attack. We could have held back and blocked. But, yeah. So we need another Primeval Titan. Or we could even take a Summoner's Pact. Neither of those cards is that spell. Or that card's not that spell. On the positive note is, we've not really drawn much this game that... Alright, well we have to kill this one. He's going to use it on the friggin' Molten Pinnacle. So we have 2 turns to draw a Primeval Titan. Maybe 1 turn if he draws like a Siege Rhino or something. Alright, well we're dead. Maybe he has an 8-drop in his deck. We get to see one more card no matter what. It was a Pulse of Marasa. So you left those in? Alright, so we're dead. I think we would have won this game probably if we hit a second Primeval Titan. We would have got enough extra turns. Oh well. Wasn't drawing it anytime soon. So yeah, we definitely want this card in our deck. I feel like these were okay. What else did I sideboard in? Sideboarded in 3 cards. I sideboarded in you. Oh, I sideboarded in you and I sideboarded in you. Sure. What do you do again? Can protection from blue, protection from black. That doesn't seem that great in this match. Gaea's Revenge doesn't seem that great in this match. Beast Withins are okay, but again, they don't seem great in that match. I think we're going to win that longer grindy game pretty often. Right, so if I'm sideboarding out 1 random card, I'm probably sideboarding out a Scapeshift. I don't think they win here that often. Let's sideboard out 2 Scapeshifts. We don't want them in our opening hand, and the only time we would want them is in very late card draw situations. I think our avenue of winning is just drawing a lot of Titans. Did we win or lose that one? There's 4 fights on the card. It started at 9 p.m., so like the fight not starting sounds pretty reasonable to me. Like it didn't even start till 9 p.m. Eastern, and they have 3 entire fights before they get to the main event. Yeah, we lost that one. I think this hand's good. I think we keep this hand. Kind of interesting on whether we play the Valakut on turn 1 or not. I don't think that we do. I think it's just better for us to get the Search of Tomorrows online. I think it's better just to get the search online. I think I care more about having the search discarded than the other spells discarded. Okay, well. That made things considerably easier. It would, but we have to have 6 mana to do that, and over that far in the game, I don't know how much spells like that matter. So at the cast you, we probably want to get another basic forest here. No, I guess we don't need to get a basic forest. Hours of Promise would be good on this turn. Well, hopefully he doesn't have a nice discard spell. If he doesn't have a discard spell and doesn't have a way to kill the Prismatic Omen and doesn't have a way to kill our land and doesn't have a way to do this and doesn't have a way to do that, then we dance all day to the night of day. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and play this thing first and shoot that thing. I don't think we were lethal, were we? We could have done... were we lethal? We could have done 3 to him with that. Then we could have done another 3 to him, so that would have been 6. And then we get 2 Valakuts with this? Oh yeah, we were lethal. Oh god, I'm an idiot. We're lethal anyway. Yeah, I'm bad at math, guys. Sorry. New to this deck. Yes. Yeah. This is why we're practicing today. The Almost CS is tomorrow. Yes. Valakut. And we just do a whole bunch of triggers. So we do 18. So we went 4-1. Yeah, Chalice takes double the mana cost. Alright. This card is absolutely ridiculous in this deck. This card did not seem good at all in this deck. But I'm glad that we got a stream in. It was the second stream of the day. We went 4-1 with Modern. Got to get up at 10 a.m., so we're going to see who we can host. And then we're going to bail. The stream will be very late tomorrow. I'm going to play the Almost CS before we stream, so... so we see Z Magic here. We see Dumbo playing Goth. We'll probably go watch Dumbo play Goth. Well, that's what I'll probably go watch, but I'm going to host a Magic player. So I'm going to host Z Magic 94. And then I'm going to go get some food. I was pointing at the Hours of Promise being bad, the Prismatic Omen being great. Host Z Magic 94. And we're going to take off. See you guys. Appreciate you coming by. Again, deck lists on the Twitter, and if you're on the YouTube, look in the description. You know, do some following, whatever you feel like. But yeah.